All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat for you and a shit sandwich for me. We are watching Billy Ray Cyrus's Achy Breaky Heart. Cameron, you may ask, why aren't we watching a different Billy Ray Cyrus song? To which I'll answer, Billy Ray Cyrus doesn't have any other songs. There were a few actually that were hits for him, but it would be denigrating to any other one-hit wonder to compare them to Billy Ray Cyrus. It is balls to the wall shit from minute one. So let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, look at all the young ladies. Okay, so number one, we are starting off with Billy Ray Cyrus was supposed to be the hot guy. A little bit of background on country music. It had a really tough, like, kind of chugging along time in the 80s. So Garth Brooks in 1989 put a bullet in the back of the head of country music. It's weird because it's both a slow and quick death from there. But this is not a video about Garth Brooks as much as it is about the death of country music. In the early 90s, especially, when we started having our descent of country music, we needed somebody who was attractive. Because there were not, unfortunately, too many country musicians who were like bona fide attractive guys. Let's take the biggest like pop country guy of the 80s. And by the way, I love George Strait. George Strait has some really good stuff under his belt. George Strait, even though he's a good looking man, he's not the hot guy for the young country music fan. And that's what you need as part of your lifeblood if you're a record company trying to make as much cash as you can. So what do? You hire this young man, Billy Ray Cyrus. And that is what they're pushing with this music video. There are gonna be 80s style hotties throughout this video. And you may say, Cameron, but it's 1992. But you have to take into account, we're talking about country music. So it's gonna be at least 5 years behind the trend because country music has a lot of reaction to, those damn kids and their newfangled liberal ways. That has been part of country music for even back when it was mostly good, demonstrably. You're gonna have that part of country music. That's just to make peace with that now. There's good and bad parts about every kind of music. I'm not trying to shit on country music here, but let's be honest, especially nowadays, more shit than gold, just the way it is. So let's get back to the hottest of the Billy Ray Cyrus video, and I am talking about Billy Ray himself. But look, and he's hugging all the female fans. He's the fucking Beatles. He can barely get in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, we've got the little, okay, look at, now I want you to watch, because that is offbeat. Even in this huge high budget music video, his jump off with the first note is offbeat. That is a really nice guitar though, by the way. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so it's like, it's so weird. Oh, and look at the hottie we stop on. Another big part of the music video is Billy Ray's affectation on his voice. If you watch South Park or Team America or anything that Trey Parker has ever done, this is dangerously close to his tough guy America voice that he sings in all the time. They took our job. It's hilarious because it's literally the affectation that Billy Ray goes for. Some may not be versed in the music industry and they may think, hey, Billy Ray Cyrus wrote this song. No, none of the top 40 stuff you hear, they write their own songs. That's not true. The record companies are writing the songs for them and then finding the face to perform them. Billy Ray Cyrus is the perfect face for this song. They needed a hot guy in country music, as I said, but they also tell them exactly what to wear, how to cut their hair, who to marry or not marry. They give them the cars that they drive, the clothes that they wear. The record company owns them and gives them to them because they are trying to cultivate an heir. So if you were not aware of that, that's going to be very big for you to understand while we're watching this music video. And that's serious. Who wrote the song for him? Let me check this real quick. Songwriter is Don Von Tress. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into it. Check out the little hot flourishes that he does. Whoever was producing it knew exactly what they were going for. And that is a serious testament. There's two different lanes you can go, like musical and artistic innovation and presence of mind. That's one way to go about music, really trying to create art, something new, something groundbreaking, something that speaks to humanity. Also, there is the other lane where you can go down the hop on the commercial success, try to get that single in and out right away, using it as commerce. Both are equally valid. Why do you know about Katy Perry's career? Because it would be insane to not understand the two different paths that music can take, art or commerce. Is there anything wrong with commerce? I don't think so. I do have a slight bone to pick with it pretending to be art, but there's nothing wrong with it. Let's enjoy it for the absolute shit show that it is. You can tell his arms, hold the fuck on. Hey, do not tell Billy Ray Cyrus's heart that you're breaking up with him, because it's going to explode and kill him. But you may tell his arms to go back to the farm. You can look at Billy Cyrus's arms and say, Billy Cyrus's arms, you guys got to go back to the farm. You don't talk directly to his fingertips. His fingertips have a bouncer. Those are his lips. You can't speak to Billy Ray Cyrus's fucking fingertips. Too busy. No, I'm just kidding. Don't put that in. Okay, this is where we get into the, ladies and gentlemen, this song. Oh, see, now I'm excited. This song helped percolate a trend in the US called line dancing. And if you ever look back at some of the horror of the 90s, this is probably gonna be banner top thing. Cobain commits suicide, line dancing, as far as affronts to music in the 90s. Holy shit, this took off. And hey, far be it from me to tell people not to have fun. However, listen, if you're a hot girl, you can do whatever the fuck you want at the bar, and it's like, wow, she really knows how to line dance. Wow, really cool. Guys will be into it. Sure. But imagine a dude line dancing. And you know what? It might be attractive if you're a hot enough dude too. If Ryan Gosling and like Footloose era Kevin Bacon were line dancing together, probably would have some attention on him at the bar. But now imagine overweight Greg from accounting who kind of stutters if he's talking to girls. He's got some thick glasses. Imagine him line dancing. Maybe not as attractive on a grand scale. And I'm not saying that it shouldn't be as attractive. In fact, I think that all men are attractive, all women as well. However, what I do think as well is that I don't think he would get MTV shine, Greg, if he started line dancing. If you can put a dance to your song, that shit is guaranteed to blow up. People like dancing. People like moving their bodies, especially if you tell them exactly how to do it. Oh, he's taking off the jacket. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, this is what we're normally dealing with before my man Billy Ray in country music. This is what a lot of our country purveyors before Billy Ray tended to look like. It wasn't as good. Billy Ray was a hot man. I know the soul patch riding off of his daughter's career in the 2000s doesn't tell you he was a hot guy. He was a hot guy now. Ooh, look at him. He's kind of sexy. He's kind of doing it as like a joke, but also like he's really into it. He's just a fun guy, you guys, and he's just happens to be a hottie. Okay, we've got the sing-along, all the instruments drop out and we've got the sing-along, so now listen. That's a very big part of commercial music, is that like I'm not talking like commercial music in general, I'm talking like very, very product-focused commercial music that's written by 6 old dudes in a boardroom that's trying to hit the Mad Libs just correctly. That's a very important part, having the instruments drop out in a crowd participation part. Very big. You'll hear it especially in butt rock music. You will hear it a ton of the time in country music. Any really type of crowd participation part, they really, really push that. Fuck the guitar now. He does not want that anymore. Fuck the mic. We're just going full house dancing at this point. Whoever wrote Uncle Jesse is getting a lot of cues right now watching this. Woo! Wasn't that fun, y'all? Don't think about it too hard. If you're a music fan, just enjoy that. It is fucking ridiculous, especially looking back on it today. But it achieved what it wanted to achieve. It was a smash hit single that you could enjoy if pop music might have been getting a little too black for you in the early 90s. So you had to find refuge in country music. I'm not saying that was every country fan, but come on. Especially nowadays, we're talking, it may even be worse now. It's far worse now. You've got like Florida Georgia Line with trap drums and shit and producers and like 808 bass in the back. It's just pop music for people who are scared of black people. It's really all country music is today. But at this time, still a little bit of separation. So you gotta give it points for that. It wasn't actively harmful to the music landscape at the time. Big thing here though to note, now I've talked about it quite a bit throughout the video, the line dancing, that was a huge thing that was really propagated throughout the US. It was really a phenomenon, and this video was a massive start to that. This kind of proved something. The more viral you can make something, the higher that product sells. That's not untrue with music. It is very true. If you're making music by committee in a boardroom with a computer program, you're going to want something that's very, very viral. And the way that people do that now, you could call this one of the first TikTok-centered songs. We are in the age of TikTok right now. Anyone on TikTok giving your info over to China, you recognize this shit, no matter who you are. A middle school boy who wants to take his shirt off so his classmates will see. A middle school girl who should be wearing more clothing because there are pedophiles on TikTok. You understand the power of dancing to a song. And I know I'm joking, I'm slagging on TikTok. Fuck TikTok, but I am slagging on TikTok. Having a song with a dance associated with it is huge. You're gonna be sitting pretty. You're gonna make a boatload of cash off this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, is Billy Ray Cyrus an absolute fucking goober? Yes, to the highest degree. Did he change up his career to hop on any trend that he possibly could and claw through it? Of course he did. Is that unique in country music? No. Is country music the absolute best at it? By a fucking mile. Are they making some cash off of it? You better believe it. So don't be too hard on Billy Ray Cyrus. So many people have sold their soul for fleeting fame. Why do you think we have porn? So here's the deal. Don't be too hard on Billy Ray. If you give a shit about art, you probably don't like Billy Ray. Who cares? He probably doesn't. He's shown by his willingness to do stuff like this. Is that okay? I think it's okay. If you don't like it, you don't gotta listen to it. If you're a vapid person who doesn't give a shit about art and will just take whatever thing you're spoon-fed by RCA, go ahead and listen to it. There's nothing wrong with that. You're probably really hot. Good for you. Life might be easier. Ignorance is bliss, and being hot is also bliss. Now, I'm not saying everyone who listens to Billy Ray Cyrus is hot. I'm saying that if you listen to Billy Ray Cyrus, you probably should be. All right, so Liam and I thought it'd be cool to give a ranking 1 out of 10 of the Cyrus family videos that we have watched. Probably number 1 might have to be Billy Ray's, because it's such a time capsule and it's what allowed for this family to be in the public conscious in general. And it really was kind of a hustling thing. Yeah, sure, Billy Ray Cyrus sold his soul to the devil, but all of these guys did. That's what we're talking about here. Like, they're not creative geniuses here. What they are is geniuses on making some money and being entertaining. And they're crushing it. Billy Ray Cyrus, I'm gonna maybe give him a 9 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10, dude. It tried to do something like, hey, if we can attach a dance to this, it'll be more marketable. And that had kind of been done before, but in a very cheesy way. It was honest to God, as cheesy as it is, this was a little bit less cheesy. Dance-wise, like attaching it to the dance, it's not like the Cupid Shuffle or something. He was a hot guy, he scrapped to get there. But overall, I would say they knew exactly what they were doing. They hit everything out of the park, and it was a good time. The only thing that takes them down to a 9, which I'll stay at a 9, strong, just straight up 9. The only thing that takes it down is they wanted you to believe it was artistic still, which of course will affect the Noah Cyrus video and the Miley Cyrus video.
And this is all within context of the Cyrus family, right? This isn't in the scope.
Yes, okay. This is in context of the Cyrus videos we are watching. I'm only grading them against each other. Not their bodies of work, not music in general, just against each other. Like these 7 videos, holy shit, because he's got 6 fucking kids. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Billy Ray the 9 out of 10. I could go with a, probably a 2 or a 3. On Miley. I think it's because she tried something. Fuck it. Miley gets a 5 because she tried something. It wasn't as strict on the marketing. Bangers was very strict on the marketing. It's like, hey, I'm not the Disney child star anymore. I'm sexy. This one was a little bit more edgy, and their marketing wasn't as like clear and cut and defined, and you had to follow exactly these rules. She was doing what she wanted, at least to like a 50% scale. She got the flaming lips guys involved. She knew she wanted to be like, oh, now I'm edgy. I'm like a druggy hipster chick. I'm an artist. I'm not just the sex idol that you see on Bangers. I'm actually artist. I'm artistic. She really failed really hard at it because she just kept on nailing all the cliches that a 13-year-old Insta girl would think an artist would be, but at least she attempted, and that'll give you the 5.